Hello everyone. Apologies, I'm on this channel as opposed to my regular streamy football channel thing. I'll explain as we go along. I'll just have to explain as things progress, okay? Because the game's literally about to kick off. So we've got Norway versus Genocide FC. So that'll be fun. And you're gonna have to watch me set up my thing because I don't. Basically, what happened on my sports channel is for some reason the layout got completely like erased. Don't know where that fucking went. So the hour or two or whatever it was I put into that pissed down the fucking drain. Where are we? Window capture is what I'm after. Then I want a different one because I want this. That is not what I'm after at all. There we go. Boom. Right. Apologies, everybody. Doing this completely on the fly because I am a confident and controlled individual, and I'm not going to get angry, and I'm not going to scream and shout, even though I desperately want to. Right. Are we underway yet? That's the main thing, I think, isn't it? Where is it? We are not underway. But, yes, the Israeli anthem has been booed very loudly. Should we have a listen? That's the home crowd in Norway reacting to the playing of the Israeli anthem. And that's it. That's the end of the anthem.
Oil like a baby otter.
There you go. Yeah, no, I had to do it.
Oil like a baby otter.
Oh, I haven't even got the fucking thing up. I haven't even got that up yet. Gigaday. Because Anyway, yeah, right. So the thing got
oil like a baby otter.
My outlay thing on the football. For those who watch the football bit, you know it's a different layout with me as a big screen and all the rest of it. All of that got completely fucking erased, right? But unfortunately,
oil like a baby otter.
Okay, we'll just that is yes. Thank you. Very kind, and I will get to you in just a second. But I am way behind it. I just wanted to show you my officially licensed merch for the day. My officially licensed and branded Norway shirt. I've never felt more Norwegian than I do today. I just want to say that. Are we underway yet? No, they're still piss-arsing about. Not even underway yet. Rubbish. I hope Erling Haaland bags a hat-trick. Well, that would be anti-Semitic. So, I mean, obviously, I hope that doesn't happen. That would be terrible. That would be like October the 7th all over again. And I must remember not to make too many of those references. Because it only takes one butthurt fucking Zionist freak to get the channel banned or whatever. Oh, I should probably put the fucking score up on the screen as well, shouldn't I, really? Text. Give me text. I wanna have text, baby. Come and move your body. Text, baby. Dee-dee-dee. Actually, that works as a previous score. I just have to move the thing, don't I? Right. Oh, and we are underway. There you go. All right. Norway 0. We'll do it like that, I think. Hang on a minute. There you go. Boom. There you go. Right then. We are underway. Israel have come out the blocks. Ironically, bombing forward, I suppose. Yeah. Hello there, everybody. How are we all? In chat and that. Are we well? I do hope so. I'll probably do some politics or something after this. Some real stuff. Is Israel on the far right? Who's on the far right for Israel? Well, it's mad, isn't it? They've got 11 players playing on the right wing. Crazy. I didn't think that was allowed, but. Look, all I'll say is if Gianluigi Donnarumma is allowed to call them baby killers and he doesn't face any punishment, I don't think me calling them Genocide FC should face any punishment either. Okay? Hang on, I don't need that moving, do I? So that can do that. Wow, this totally legal site I'm using has a lot of adverts. Haaland! Oh! Good save. Unfortunately. Oh, what another... Oh, Norway twice close to taking the lead. Haaland cutting in from the right. A shot down to the near post. Well saved. And then it was a bit of a scramble. And a shot from... I think it was Oscar Bob. Who put the ball into the keeper's arms. What are they looking for? Are they checking for a penalty or something? No, I don't know. Okay. Hang on a minute. Is he given a penalty? What? What for? He's given Norway a penalty. That's amazing. What? I didn't even see what. What the fuck is he giving that for? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm very here for it. I'm exceptionally here for it because Israel deserve to get spanked senseless. But I genuinely don't know what that's been given for. That's mental. Well, I think they're having a check on the VAR for this because the ref is anti-Semitic. Well, he is white, so I mean it's very possible. But I have no idea what this is given for. I haven't seen a replay yet because the host broadcaster doesn't seem to want to play it. But he's given the penalty. Okay, they've got a penalty for nothing. Brilliant. Come on, Haaland, you cunt. Don't be a wanker. Oh, you fucking prick! Haaland with an absolutely shite penalty. Dribbled down to the keeper's right. Easy save. Fucking wanker. You look like a Nazi as well, you fucking blonde hair, you cunt. Fucking useless. Fucking shit penalty. Hit it with some fucking power, mate. been retaken. He's making him retake it. Oh my God. Oh, the referee's a comrade. The only answer. The referee's a comrade. The keeper came off his line too early, so he's let him take it again. And he saved it again. What the f... I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Has he been paid off? Has Haaland been paid? He's missed the same penalty twice now. I still don't know what it was given for. The keeper did come off his line for the second save, but like, they don't usually get overturned like that. So it's still 0-0. Long throw in for Norway. They've gone Stoke about it. They've gone full on fucking Rory Delap. $7,000 a miss. True. True, he's got that fucking Hasbro money. Come on, Norway, you fucking knobs. That's really annoying. The second penalty... Hang on, he's off his line again. He was off his line again for the second penalty. But he's not having him retook a third time, so... But it was as big an offence for the second penalty as it was for the first one, so I don't know what the fuck rules are being played by. And the keeper's come and claimed the cross. Fucking rubbish. Haaland, the second penalty was even worse. At least the first one was sort of in the corner. This was just shit. Fucking absolute Nazi poster boy cunt. Honest to God. You don't deserve to play the fucking World Cup with wank like that. What's he doing now, this ref? Honestly, this ref wants to be the centre of the attention. The ref thinks he's the star of the fucking show, this lad. Look, the front foot's off the line again. What's happening here? Oh, I thought he was going to make him retake it again. Fucking 5 minutes later. No, he's just for some reason, for no reason, he decided to have a drop ball. This referee's mental. This referee's actually fucking mental. He's given a penalty for whatever, made him retake it, and then not retake it for the same offence. And then he's just randomly ordered a drop ball for no fucking reason. This guy's like the fucking... He's just mental. It's like the Idi Amin of fucking football. That being rather than being a murderer, the Idi Amin made himself the Ugandan heavyweight boxing champion. Because he was a bit mental. Well, it's been an interesting 9 fucking minutes. You gotta say that, chat. It's still 0-0, but it's been a fascinating and fucking mental opening 10 stretch. Fucking hell. Well, let's hope the Norway don't come to rue that mistake. Well, pair of mistakes. Oh, Israel on the attack, as always. Ooh, decent effort, miles over though. They're not a terrible team, really, Israel. Terrible government and army and all the rest of it. Oh, it's miles wide, actually, not over. But yeah. But they won't. This is the thing. They should be kicked out of UEFA and FIFA for obvious fucking reasons. But they won't qualify for the World Cup. I don't think. It'd be very, very surprising if they did. Norway to and fro. Holland through. Oh, last ditch tackle. Corner Norway. I think he might have been offside actually, but it doesn't really matter. It's a corner. The Israeli anthem sounds depressing. Well, it should be. It should be the fucking funeral march. Corner for Norway. Headed out. And I don't know what he's given there. Who knows? It's this referee. It's just potluck. Who knows what he's going to do? It's like they've got an AI referee that's just guessing. I think. He doesn't know what the fuck's happening, so he's just going with it. Right. Oh yeah, we had things happen, didn't we? We had noises. Sorry, again, the setup has been very, very ad hoc today. Because I was planning to do this on my football stream, on the football channels, but my OBS decided to wipe out the entirety of my fucking outlay, so I've got nothing. Got absolutely nothing there. So I thought, well, there's no point then. There's literally no fucking point in bothering with it. Really? What am I doing? I might as well do it on the main channel. That's the one I want. You're the one I want. You are the one I want. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yes, that one. That's the one I'm after. Boom shakalaka. Get out of my fucking face. Thank you to Nick A. Laughlin for 10 gifted memberships on the YouTube. Much love to you. Don't forget you can give me money for whatever the fuck this stream is. And I'm not entirely sure I know what it is anymore, but there we go. And you can give me money to pay me back for the amount of money I spent buying this incredibly well put together piece of merchandise. Look at that. It cost me a fortune, this. Official branded Norway. Good that they did it in English as well. Because I don't know what the fuck Norge is. Oh shit, I forgot to turn the fucking noise thing back on. Apologies. Norway going forward, turned, shot, blocked. It's end to end, you gotta say, both teams are very much playing quite an open game. Oh, another awful shot from ironically from the right winger of Israel. Is this a football stream? Kind of. I'll probably do some politics or whatever afterwards, but yeah. For now it basically is. Again, I hadn't planned on doing these on this channel, and I won't after this, I don't think, but for now I sort of have to. Because why not? Sorry, I'm getting rid of some windows here. Trying to sort out my shit. There we go. On the bright side, monetized. True, Wayward, true. Although the thing is, I'm not far from being monetized on my Twitch football stream, because you've only got it. The limits are quite low now. So I only need another 2 days in the month where I average 4 or more viewers a stream or whatever, and then I can monetize there as well. Okay, that tab I need. That tab I need. That one I need. Actually, I need all of these. Yeah, no, yeah. I've got 5 tabs open, which is more than I would usually have, but I do need them all separate. the game settled down into a pretty boring pattern of play. Passing it back and across, back and across. Fair play to Norway. They're managing a high press, but you do wonder if they're going to get knackered after about an hour. What the fuck was that? What happened there? Hello, Dave Callahan. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the Kevolution, friend. Norway attacking down the left. Deflected up. Oh! Is it fallen to... Oh, nearly. Goal kick. Rubbish. Why is Israel allowed to compete in the World Cup? Because UEFA and FIFA are what I like to call a bunch of cunts. 2 days after Russia invaded Ukraine, FIFA, quite rightly, suspended Russia from international tournaments, and then FIFA blocked them from blocked their domestic teams from competing in European competition, right? So in the European Cup and the Europa League and all that shite. Oh, dribbling into the box. Oh, well defended. Anyway, yes. So, you're ahead of me, chat. No ruiners in chat. Don't ruin it in chat. Stop. You're clearly ahead of me. So no spoilers. Although you have spoiled it, but that's fine. At least it was a good spoil. But just for future reference, for the benefit of people who are maybe watching a few seconds behind everybody else, and clearly I'm quite a way behind everybody else, because I'm on 16 minutes and it's still saying 0-0. So, well, it's not just saying 0-0, a goal has not been scored yet. And it doesn't look like there's going to be one for the next 20 or 30 seconds at least, so I don't, you know. Norway are currently passing around at the back. Well, they're going forward now. Oh, fed in down the right. This might be it, I think. To the back post. Header! Yes! Fuck yes. Let's go! Oscar Bob. Steaming in at the back post. Go on, Norway, lads. Was it Haaland with the cross, I think? So, if you're ahead of me by like 2 minutes, I think, give it 2 minutes before saying anything in chat, is what I would suggest. Who is it? Yeah, it's Haaland fed in down the right-hand side. Their fullback. The Israeli fullback is slow as fuck. Teased in. Oh, was it Bob or was that an own goal? Oh, no, actually, it wasn't fucking Larson either. What am I talking? It wasn't Haaland. That might go down as an own goal, I think. Bob sort of headers it down onto the back of the Israeli player's head and it loops over the keeper and in. Nothing the keeper could do. But either way. Bing! Lovely stuff. Oh, the clock has stopped. Why? Why is the clock stopped? No, there we go. Ah, I know why it was. Because I enlarged that screen. Which meant that the other screen was off. That the screen grab for that was technically off the thing, so it wasn't giving you a live feed from the thing. It was just a still of where I last had it up. Giggity. So there we go. Also, that needs to be just slightly readjusted because you can't see the names of the fucking people. 13-12-0, exactly. It's been a good game, it has to be said, actually. Action-packed. Has that been officially given as an own goal? Let me have a look. Yeah. Not the first Israeli own goal of recent times, of course. I would argue their entire policy has been something of a PR own goal. Because I'm so fucking clever. I haven't even done my fucking... Oh my god. I haven't even white balanced my fucking camera. Unbecuntingleavable. That is not the colour of skin that I have. I am not actually a tomato. I'm a honkoid. I am an Angloid. I can be way more racist than you. We'll do some actual politics after this, I promise, chap. I promise. Or maybe I should just do sports on this channel. And fuck... Oh! They are getting in down the wing. Any amount of width on the ball, and Norway have got their fucking run of these two fullbacks. Absolute dog shit by the looks of it. Yeah, ball into the box was cut out. But they're, yeah, they're absolutely fucking killing them down the wings. Angloid, you're a fucking Angloid is still one of my favourite moments of streaming ever. Absolutely love it. I couldn't believe he started singing. Fucking Oscar the Grouch started singing at me. Oscar the Tanky Grouch. Yeah, the trash. Yeah, that was fucking wild. Stop! Don't ruin it! Oh. 1-1 would be bad. You fuck you, idiosyncrasy. You fucking. See, I was thinking like, it would be. I could do these streams on this channel as well, because like, what fucking difference does it make? Why would I bother having a football channel? Just do it on this. Like, who gives a fuck? If people want to tune in for the football ones, they do. If they don't, they don't. What difference does it fucking make? Yeah, they're very, very narrow, Israel. Oh, you can't dance through 4 of them, for fuck's sake. Oh, well, one up the field. Yeah, Norway have got the taking of these, definitely. Oh, flicked around the corner. Oh, too heavy. Goal kick. Use playlist, the title says it all. Yeah, fuck it. I might just start doing football streams on these channels. And if people like it, they like it. If they don't, they fucking don't. I mean, when have I given a fuck about whether people like my content or not? It's never been an issue before. It's not an issue. It's not an issue. Oh, it was actually a corner. Okay. Ripped into the back post. Oh, too heavy. What do tankies say when you bring up their Hitler-Stalin pact? Usually some sort of ridiculous excuse. Oh, they had to do it. They had to do a deal with the devil. Just got home. How's the big guy doing for Norway? I think you mean doing for Norway. Fuck yes. He's missed the same penalty twice. Literally. Norway were given a penalty for fuck knows what in the first, like, 4 minutes or something. He took it, it was shit, and missed. Well, I say missed, it was saved, but it was a shit penalty. And then the referee made them take it again. Oh, good save by the Norwegian keeper, whose name I've totally forgotten. Apologies. The keeper was off his line, so he made him take it again, and he took an even worse penalty to the other side this time, at least, I suppose. Mixed it up, and that was saved. But the guy was also off his line for the second take, so he should have made him retake it a third time, really, but this referee is a mad cunt. Is Bob playing? He is. And technically, I suppose he gets an assist for the goal. It was his header onto the back of the head of the Israeli player that looped in. So, you know. Well, Haaland is a good player, but he's annoyed me today. You're supposed to be good, mate. Come on now. Oh, fed in. Speaking of which... Ho ho ho! Fuck yes! Go on, lad! Oh, it's raining anti-Semitism down in here. Unbelievable stuff. Let's fucking go. Haaland, just as I was slagging him off. Just as I was calling him a cunt. Was fed in. I mean, honestly, the Israeli defence has so many gaps in it. It's like the wall in the fucking fence on October the 7th. Lots of holes in it. And he shot across the keeper 2-0. Piece of piss. It is poor defending, though. It's like the Iron Dome. It is. Lovely stuff. Well, he's an unbelievable player. Honestly, you got him so fucking cheap, really. Jesus. But, I mean, for market forces' sake. Oh, hang on, it's not going to be 3, is it? Oh! Is it? What happened? Oh, it's going... It's 3! Oh! Commentator's curse. I was slagging him off. Taking the saying you missed a penalty, you cunt, and he's just scored twice in a minute. This is mental. Oh, this could be 10. If Norway want this, it could be fucking 10. They're absolutely bullying them. See, this is the problem. Israel are only really used to... It was an own goal as well. The keeper... I was wondering what had happened, because it looked like the keeper had cleared it, because the screen's quite small for me. And he smashed it off his own defender's arm, and it's gone in. And then that defender then not only has scored an own goal, but has gone back first into the fucking post and is lying on the ground injured. Oh, that's brutal. This is what happens when they're not playing against like children that they can just shoot dead. They've got no fucking chance, have they? This is not a fair fight. By which I mean it is a fair fight. 3-0. Boom. That was a calamity. It was a good break. It was sort of... So this is the second fucking own goal as well, by the way, out of the 3. I thought Haaland might have gotten it, but he didn't. It's been knocked away from him by the defender. The keeper's rushed out and smacked it into his own defender's arm, who's then rolled quite heavily and smacked his back into the post. That, honestly, beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, does that go down as a Haaland assist? I'm not sure he touched it, did he? He might have done, did he? Hang on, let's have a look. I mean, it's a break down the left. Again, any amount of width. Does Haaland... I don't think Haaland even touches the ball at any point during that. I think it's the Israeli defender that gets a poke on it that takes it back to the keeper. So, I mean, spiritually he gets an assist, but I'm not sure that on the paper he should be given an actual assist for that. But either way, Three-way. Three-way? 3-0. 3-0, bitches. Let's go. My officially licensed, branded Norway shirt is falling apart somewhat. But it's all good. It's fine. It's not an issue. So that's the last action of the Israeli defender, was to score a handball own goal. And then, like, break his back? Well, not break his back. He's actually walking off, so I don't think he's terribly badly injured, but... Clearly that post was being anti-Semitic in attacking this brave and noble soldier in the most moral football team on earth. Okay? James Hopes, thank you. Another OG. The Hannibal directive in action. True. Well, one can only hope that poor Israeli defender attacked by that anti-Semitic goalpost, one can only hope that the Israeli Defence Force got in there and saved his vital seed, so that it can be injected into the nearest available woman of acceptable racial origin. Very normal country. Very normal. Honestly, when you look at the way Israel is constructed as a society, it makes Britain look positively functional and great. Fucking mental place. Literally, imagine that. You're literally paid to go into war zones and steal dead men's cum. Your society is broken. You are rotten. Did you all enjoy Italy versus Israel? I didn't watch it, sadly. Well, I didn't watch it live because of BDS reasons, but I did watch the highlights, and it was an amazing game of football, yeah. And Israel lost, so yippity skippity doodah. That is a hedgehog. You are showing me a hedgehog. There it is. That is a hedgehog, people. Not that you can see it there, because it's, there we go, hedgehog. Thank you, 255, for hedgehog-related activities. Corner to Norway, let's go. Honestly, if they're up for it, they could absolutely fucking blow out Israel's back, frankly. 3-0 after half an hour. And the Israeli defence forces look honestly terrible. Cut back, all deflected out. Oof. Yeah, they're not so great when they don't have a fucking... they can't call in an airstrike against the team they're playing against. Who'd have thunk it? How are we feeling, chat? We good? I do hope so. Also, I do know what I want to watch after this stream, and tell me if you're interested, as you are the politics crowd. It's an absolutely slop debate involving Big Joel, of all people. He's not really a debate lord, but he was involved in this one, about the best way to deal with Nick Fuentes and Nazis. It looks like it gets quite spicy, so... It was hosted by JJ McCullough. It's a very strange lineup of people. Israel are being so anti-Semitic, right? Not Israel. Well, Israel are being anti-Semitic, literally. But Norway are being figuratively anti-Semitic. With their just with their being better at football, is their being Hamas. Sorry, Hamas. That was one of the worst training ground routines I've ever seen from Israel there. That never had any chance of success. Fucking rubbish. I don't know why you're coming out here pretending like you're Prime Barca or some shit. Like, what the fuck are you doing? I wonder how many Israeli fans have travelled to Norway. There were some in the stand earlier, but they didn't look massive in number. I wonder if the Israeli government will come out and call this a pogrom. Wouldn't surprise me. Benjamin Netanyahu officially puts a vote to the United Nations to condemn Norway for its anti-Semitic attack. And then America will place fucking Erling Haaland on the domestic terrorist watch list or something. You'll be in the FBI's 10 most wanted. He's got so... honestly, they've got so much space in the middle of the park as well. Bob with his twinkle toes. For whatever reason, Israel just don't seem like they're up for it, really. Maybe it's because they've signed on to this deal to do peace now. Or the Israeli team just don't have it in them. When they're not playing for like an actively genocidal country, it's just doesn't hit quite the same, does it? What are we doing? We're representing a peace nation now. Ugh, gay. Ugh. Yes, Norway. That's the thing that we're supporting today. I've always said I'm Norwegian. I've always been Norwegian, and I always will be for the next hour or so. Hello there, lesbian hot sauce. How are you? You're right. Officially branded merchandise, this. Okay? I am high-tech and high maintenance. But, you know. This Gorilla Grip worth it, yo. that's over here. Well, they're determined to pass themselves into fucking danger. Oh my god, Israel, what are you doing? Is that a penalty, maybe? I mean, he gets the ball, but he gets a lot of the man as well. Honestly, no, that was more of a penalty than the penalty he actually gave. Actually, I'll tell you what I might do. I might, when I finish this football stream, I'll have a little break. Just to protect my delicate mouth, my throat. And then I'll pop back on and do politics later. If that makes sense to everybody. Maybe Israel want to lose so they can say it's anti-Semitism. Yeah, exactly. The Israeli crowd were put on the screen for like a tenth of a second and everyone started whistling. I hope the people back home in Israel get a taste of how they're viewed around the world and maybe take that on board. Or maybe they're so propagandized too now it'll just be, oh, see, Norway's basically a Nazi country. They hate Jewish people. It'd probably be that, wouldn't it? One wants to believe in the better nature of people, but that only extends so far. Looks like Norway are pretty much happy to take it to half-time. Which makes sense, 3-0 at home, yeah. See it through till half-time and you're in absolute pole position. Well, had you seen fucking Northern Ireland last night? They've got themselves into a very nice position. 2-0 win against Slovakia. Berger out to Haaland. Oh, blocked. Yeah. Basically, all of the British and Irish teams are doing okay, really. They're in with a shout. Even though Ireland are off to a terrible start so far, they're only 2 points off the fucking playoff place in that group. They've got a difficult tie a bit later against away at Norway. That will be tricky for them. But if they could get a result there, it sets them up with a very realistic chance of getting through. But that's if they can get a result. If not, then they'd have, what, fucking 1 point after 3 games or something? Like, that's not... That doesn't bode well in a 6-game group. Having said they're happy to take it to half-time, they're pushing forward. Oh. No, that's weak. That's weak sauce, Norway. Four would be nice, but I'll take 3. Fuck me, at the start of the game I'd have taken 3 anyway. Yeah, Jason Dowd scored. And they've got fucking Peacock Farrell in goal, who's literally plays for the Blues. And yet Northern Ireland kept a clean sheet. As you do. Oof. I mean, the Israeli keeper did well there, I suppose, but he doesn't look the most confident kicking the football. Which is, I mean, that's... It annoys me about the modern game that keepers are expected to be able to play football. They're goalkeepers. What? They get to use their hands. They don't have to use their fucking feet. The goalkeeper is there to stop the opposition scoring, not to get assists. Oh wow, hello. Thank you, Big Z. I think it said Big Zebra. Honestly, America is going to get me killed. I said soccer at the fucking football once. And the looks I got. And quite rightly so. I mean, I really probably should have been stabbed to death in Minecraft. Anyway, Big Zebra, thank you for resubscribing with Prime. And thank you, Idiosyncrasy666, for resubscribing as well. That's 2 years, Big Zebra, by the way. 2 fucking years. Are these World Cup qualifiers? They are indeed, yes. And it's very important that Israel lose, because they are within a reasonable shot. I think a very long shot, but a reasonable shot of qualification. Whereas if Norway can give them a good fucking kick in here, not only does it mean they get no goals, but effectively it means basically a sort of reduction of an extra point because of the goal difference. Which could be really important, or could be completely irrelevant. A long way to go, yeah. Although it is a bit annoying how they fucking structure all of these things. That's half time, by the way. It's a bit annoying how they fucking structure all of this stuff. When we're fucking, what, 8 games into the season or something, and it's the second international break already. Well, they've got to, in the World Cup year, you've got to fit in a lot of shit. Anyway, we are on a hype train, everyone. If we want to get to level, if we get to level 2 of the hype train, I will finger the Israeli team's chances of qualification, because they are dying in front of our eyes. Biden receiving radiation therapy for prostate cancer. I mean, he is a genocider, so like I don't want to feel sorry for him, but I also, I don't know why, I just don't feel like I want him. All right, okay. How do I put this without saying something that gets me banned for terms of service? If Joe Biden were to die of prostate cancer, I wouldn't feel a flicker of emotion in his favour because of it. He has engaged in genocide for his presidency. So I care not for him at all. But I don't want to necessarily sit here and be like celebrating the fact that he's getting cancer treatment. Like, I'll do a crab dance when it happens, but I don't care. Does that make sense? What if just the prostate died but the rest of Biden lived? Well, I presume he's already an undead lich as it is. So, I don't know. I just feel bad for cancer that it has to be associated with someone so foul as Joe Biden, you know? Honestly, I don't know that cancer's reputation will ever recover from this. Does handing it to Joe Biden mean potentially fingering? Kind of, yeah. Yeah. That is how you test for that. Although, to be fair, having found that he has it, you don't need to stick your finger up their arse anymore. That's just to test it. That's an easy way of testing it. But that's not how you treat it. Trust me, I know. My father had prostate cancer. They cut your midriff open from the front to get at it. Because, surprisingly, the anus is quite a narrow corridor. A little bit too narrow to do kind of surgery with, so They slice you open and move your bits about. It's grim. Although it did lead to, I think, probably one of my favourite memories of my father, and one of the most grotesque as well. He'd had the surgery done, and like I said, they cut your midriff basically open, right? And so he had all these scars and stuff, and naturally your body reacts, right? So basically, from his tits down to just above his knees was just bruise. Everything was bruised. Everything was just like bloodshot, and like it was purples and blues everywhere. And he went, right. So me and my two brothers and my dad's brother walked in. I'd driven them there to the hospital, and he went, "Look at me bollocks, lads. Is this normal?" And whipped back the sheets in his hospital bed to reveal. And again, I couldn't tell you which bit of him was his bollocks at that point. It was just, like I say, from his tits to his knees, just a solid mass of bruised flesh, right? And we were horrified, and he laughed his bollocks off, but alternated between laughter and pain, because the laughter was making the stitches like move as his stomach was like heaving with laughter. And I look back on that with a great deal of affection, because that's basically my dad in a nutshell. He would take that opportunity to disgust and play a silly prank on everybody with his disgustingly tortured body and testicles. It's not even anesthesia. It wasn't even. He was basically fully sober by this point. He was still on like painkillers for like the pain of the stitches and that, but he wasn't like doped up. He was sober. He's just a knob. He's just a knob end. Like, if you want to know where I get it from, if you want to know why I am the way I am, that is why I am the way I am. Becca, hi, Ian Watkins of the Lost Prophets. Fuck off! Don't. What are you doing? Hey, Becca. No. I don't care if you think I look like him. That's not a comparison one draws, is it? For obvious reasons. Is your dad still alive? Very much so. Yeah. He's actually going on a holiday. Yes, that Ian Watkins. Yeah. And we don't compare people to someone like that. He's dead. Who's dead? Is Ian Watkins dead? What? Oh shit! No way. Okay. Fucking W's in chat, everyone. I mean, this is terrible. This is against the law. Don't do this. Lost Prophet singer Ian Watkins dies in prison attack. He was a noted pedophile, whatever. Sex criminal against children. Anyway, the disgraced rock star from Pontypridd was serving a 29-year sentence at HMP Wakefield for child sex offences. West Yorkshire Police said he was called to the prison on Saturday morning to an assault on a prisoner who was pronounced dead at the scene. Wow. F's in chat. before we get done for a copyright or whatever. Okay. Well, that's a lovely bit of news. Awesome. An unexpected treasure of news there. Excellent stuff. Beautiful. The only Ian I know is Ian Beale. Probably not even worth sending this message. Well, yeah, I guess. You remind me of Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Ian Wright. We're just naming random 90s footballers now. John Jensen. Nigel Clough. Phil Babb. Wim Jonk. I could go all fucking day. I could. Maybe I will. How long until Netflix makes a drama about Ian Watkins? Well, to be fair, it's a pretty interesting story. Like, don't get me wrong, it's grim as fuck. But, like, no one cares that they make documentaries about Hitler, and he was worse. So, you know. Although at least he had the good grace to take himself out, rather than wait for, like, a prison situation to occur. Also, think of the money we've now saved. With that space being freed up in jail, we can arrest at least another one, or maybe even two. I reckon we could fit two into that cell. Another two anti-genocide campaigners and put them in there. Excellent work. Stelios Giannakopoulos. Well, he's more 2000s than 90s, but yeah. I mean, I suppose technically Ian Wright made it into the 90s as well. But Julian Dix, blues legend, mate. Steve Bold. Razor Ruddock. Oh, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Keith Curle, yeah. Played for England. Technically. Steve Bruce, another blues legend, mate. Glenn Hoddle just about made it into the 90s, I think, didn't he? As player manager or something. Actually, I think so did Trevor Francis, didn't he? Wasn't he player manager at fucking Sheffield Wednesday in the like 1990-91 or something? Darren Anderton. Are you just naming players that came to blues late in their career? Brian Dean scored the first ever. Was it him? Or was it Mark Bright? Scored the first ever Premier League goal. Fuck! I can't remember. Anyway, it was one of them. No, it was Dean. Yeah, there you go. First ever Premier League goal. Would it be... I was thinking... Cause after the football, right, I'm going to do... what do you call it? I'm going to have a little break and then come back and do some politics slop. And I was thinking, perhaps... hang on, what was I thinking? Oh, shit. my mind's gone blank there. No, I'm not doing Soviet fucking Storm! You are turning very much into the new Clem H. Fandango, Solo. Yeah. Would it be weird if I did a crab dance, having already done a crab rave over the death of noted pedophile ex of this world? Like, I don't want to over-egg the pudding, you know? Although, to be fair, most of you aren't here at the minute, so... Because A, it's an early stream, and B, it's football, so no one's fucking here. But, so yeah, I suppose I could do, something else. Yeah, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to do football streams on this channel. I don't care about having a fucking separate channel for football. Bollocks to it. And if you don't like it, you can suck a dick. You can suck a big old fat dick. I don't fucking care. I do this channel, at least predominantly, I started this channel because I enjoy doing this. And I don't want to make it more fucking difficult for myself. I do want to transfer over the... oh, actually, no, they got rid of it. I want to do the silly football names from Brazil thing. Just because there are some absolute fucking belters. A footballer called Kevin. Stupid. So stupid. Well, I know it's my channel, my content, but obviously I do have to take other people into account, don't I? The Maccabees is an alright band. What? I mean, I guess so, but what? Is that the band that did the... going out with, yes, she's going out with. Is that them? Indie classics of the 2010s. We can take your dignity, but not your choices, Kev. True. Right then, second half about to get underway. I think Israel are making a change. They're bringing on Genocide McGee. I don't fucking know his name. So Norway and Israel have already played. No, this is the second half's about to start. Israel are bringing on Norway, whoever the fuck he is, to replace Abu Fani. If you insist. Yeah. Any noted Israeli players from Birmingham City history that we might know? I don't think we've had a single Israeli ever play for us. Clearly because we are Hamas FC. But no, I genuinely don't think we've ever had a Israeli national play for the team. Oh, Norway in the attack straight away. They want to throw in down in the corner. I like, on the back of the Norwegian shirts, they've got the names in like those old kind of runic type lettering, which is really cool, but it's really annoying that Nazis make you think every time you see those kind of rune type letters, is this some Nazi shit? Like, it makes you think like this might be some weird Nazi like fucking dog whistle. And I'm sure it isn't, because it's just the letters on the back of a fucking shirt, right? But It's just annoying that they've Nazi occultism and this fucking weird like neo-paganism fucking shite, which is really annoying because the ancient kind of Nordic, the kind of Viking-y type bods. There's a lot of interesting culture and stuff. Like, I'm genuinely fascinated by the idea of animism. I don't think it's true for a second, but I love the idea of, each, like, the animals and the trees and plants and shit having a spirit of their own, and that everyone's sort of everything and everyone is interconnected. Which is, I believe, where the tradition of keeping trees indoors arises, which then means the Christmas tree becomes a thing. Because the idea was that you bring an example of the animals and plants and stuff that you want to survive over the course of the winter in overwinter in order to sort of protect the collective spirit of those trees. Which, isn't how trees work, but they didn't fucking know this, They were going, they're going with the best guess they had, and I think that's quite a beautiful guess. Like, for me, the pantheism makes a lot more sense than header. Oh, it's miles over. Yeah, pantheism makes a lot more sense than monotheism. Because, like, at least in most pantheist pantheons, the gods are, mean, capricious, uncaring towards human beings, etc. Which is how my experience of the world is. Like, if there is a God, or if there are gods, that would make sense that they don't give a fuck about us. Vikings didn't exist, ? Several English place names and Viking words come out of Vikings. Who said Vikings don't exist? Did someone say Vikings don't exist? Because that's silly. It's like that stupid bitch on fucking TikTok who goes on about the ancient Romans didn't exist. It was all invented by Nazis. The internet has shown me many things. Many things I didn't want to see. Many things I didn't want to believe. And yet they're true nonetheless. And one of those things is that there is every single type of person you can imagine, and many types that you didn't imagine. Every type of mentalist you can think of exists. And there are various ones that you didn't even consider. So stupid a notion that it is that someone would deny the existence of ancient Rome, that it had never crossed my mind until I saw... actually, I saw someone reacting to her TikToks. And I just thought, this person's fucking mental. Yeah, Bilderberg, there's no point thinking about it too much. They're just a knob. They're just a knobhead. They don't have any evidence for their claims. They're just making shite up, Some people are just attention seekers, I think. Not that I don't deny that she actually believes the nonsense she says, because I'm sure she's fucking gone enough that she does believe it, but it's not based on anything. Oh, I think he might be offside. Although if he's not, he can cut that back. Oh, why did he shoot there? That was too tight an angle to be shooting there, Bob. By the way, his name's Bob. His surname is Bob, which isn't a traditional Norwegian surname, I don't think. Maybe it's short for Bob Vic. I don't know. Either way, he got fed in down the right-hand side of the area. It looked like he might have been offside, but I think he was actually onside. And then shot from a tight angle, and did he get a deflection maybe? To corner. Oh, it was a well-worked short corner routine that, and then the cross was just rubbish straight into the keeper's arms. Did they resume playing the game? Well, as the clock is moving, because I remembered slightly later than I intended to restart it. Yes, the game has restarted. Yeah, fuck it. I'm doing these streams on these channels now. Bollocks to it. I'll still have those other ones as backups, but you know. It'll hurt my overall average numbers on these channels, but who gives a fuck, you know? Oscar Bob's dad is Gambian. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. I assumed he was of some kind of non-traditionally Northern European stock, given his mixed race, but I didn't know he was from the Gambia, which is basically just a country along a river. It's a very odd little, entirely surrounded country. It's in the middle of, is it Senegal, I think? That's a silly fault. I think the Israelis are starting to get frustrated because they can't just double tap the Norwegian midfielders. Oh, decent cross, but it's just evades the last head and out for a goal kick. Yossi Benayoun was good at football for Israel and Premier League clubs. Indeed he was, yeah. He played for a lot of clubs, didn't he? I wonder if the colonists want to hold on to it. Well, they were promised that football 3,000 years ago in a dusty old book. So that means they get to just have all of the ball and nobody else does. And if you disagree, you're anti-Semitic. Benayoun played for Liverpool Legends today. Oh, did he? Oh, that's cool. Who else played? And who were they playing? Presumably some sort of charity event. It usually is. Speaking of which, I think the takings for this game are going to some sort of Palestinian charity. Because the Norwegian government and the Norwegian FA basically don't want to profit from having to play Israel. Like, they specifically said they don't want to play Israel. Italy didn't want to play Israel either. For obvious fucking reasons. So they're giving the money away to some humanitarian charity thing. That's a cool thing to do. Because you don't want to get kicked out of the tournament yourself. Like, why should Norway be punished for the crimes of Israel? Well, it's ridiculous. And this is the best way to do it. Play against them, beat them, give them a damn good thrashing, and then give the money away so you don't have... you don't want that tainted money, do you, really? Whereas once you give it to a charity, it's clean and it's fine, you know. Chelsea charity game. Diego Costa tried to start a fight with Skirtle. Diego Costa, again, I love that kind of character. An absolute fucking animal. And I mean that as a compliment. I genuinely do. Just an absolute psycho. The kind of guy who would start a fucking fight against somebody in a charity match. Fucking loony. But damn worth playing. Damn worth worth watching, you know. And a fucking good player. Scored goals, you know. Was a beast. But, you know, was not necessarily mentally the most stable human being ever. But you gotta love that. I always loved fucking the Roy Keane, Patrick Vieira battles and stuff, you know. I think it's a bit too fucking sanitised for my likings. I like some nutters. All played through, and it's deflected behind for a corner. Norway on the attack still. Like, from Israel's perspective, they should, you know, stop doing genocide first and foremost. But also their football team at the moment in this game really should just shut up shop. Because you're not going to get anything from this game now. You're 3-0 down, you know, nearly an hour gone. You're not getting back into this game, really. So, the best thing you can do, realistically, is avoid an absolute mauling. Because your goal difference gets fucked, you know? Like, from their perspective right now, if they walk away with just a 3-0 loss, they've done okay in the second half. At least, you know, draw in the second half 0-0. They walk away with no points, but their goal difference isn't absolutely fucking beasted and feasted upon. Whereas they're still streaming forward, and they're going to get absolutely fucking... they're going to get monstered by the looks of it. Because on the break, they're there for the taking. See the link. What link do I have? Oh, yeah, no, we already covered that. Thank you. I can't give a duck. Yeah, we already did a little kind of semi-crab dancey type thing. But when I come back later for my politics stream, I'll do, I might do a crab dance. I might not. I'll see how I feel. But it's been noted. I feel like it has been covered, so I don't necessarily have to. But if I'm in the mood, I will. And it might be a reasonably late politics stream, I think. Because it's clearly my plan of action here is to stream so early that no one watches, or so late that no one watches, and miss out the prime hours where people might watch. Celebi. There's a reason I compare hockey to Shakespeare, grace and weapons. Well, for me, hockey has got it absolutely right in one respect. You have to allow fighting. Now, hear me out, chat. You know I'm not, by my nature, a particularly violent man. I don't go around beating people up or anything. But there are undoubtedly situations in life where one has to defend oneself and one's peers / property / community. And sometimes people leave you with no way of doing so in a peaceable manner. Sometimes they leave you no option but to take a more direct and robust response, such a threat they pose to you. And in hockey, obviously the kind of more skillful players might be targeted by one of the opposing players' goons, as they're sometimes referred to, who are, you know, not necessarily the most skillful players, but big fuckers who can, like, do damage. And so in order to protect your smaller, more nimble, skillful players, one has to put a goon against a goon in order to sort the situation out. And occasionally that will spill over into a straight-up fight. And there are specific rules so no one gets hurt too badly. No one fucking dies from a hockey fight. as long as they're both on their feet and no one's getting fucking, battered too badly, let them go at it. That's just two blokes doing what two blokes do. That's fine. And then everyone gets 5 minutes to sit down and cool the fuck off. 4 on 4, away you go. Right? Or 5 on, you know what I mean. Yeah, the Gaelic sports do it as well. But, they have sort of less firm rules about... Oh, yes! Fuck yes! Go on, lad. Haaland with a bullet. 4-0, bitches. Sorry, I was so busy talking about hockey fights, I almost missed that goal. Go on, lad. 4-0. It's a lovely cross, stood up there, and I don't know who that defender is, but he had no chance. Haaland made him look like a child, which is worrying, because if you look like a child around a number of Israelis, you are likely to get shot dead. Towered above him, just fucking burst through him, basically, like he wasn't there. The force of nature. Actually, that's shit goalkeeping. I gotta say. Like, to be fair, it's a powerful header, and it's down and it bounces, but, like, the keeper doesn't even get a touch on it. That's rubbish. It's not that far from him at all. That's fucking shite. Anyway, 4-0. That'll do. Why don't I just make it so it's in line like that? Ooh. Kind of. That'll do. Fuck it. 4-0. Boom. Yeah. Exactly 4 times the anti-Semitism. Outrageous. This is officially now a pogrom. Okay? I mean, let's hope they don't get to 6, of course. Because if they do, you know what that means. It's code, isn't it, for 6 million Jews? Holocaust denial. They get to 6-0, that's Holocaust denial. Fact. They did 2 of the self-inflicted anti-Semitisms. Well, that is true, they did do that. But again, as someone pointed out, that's just the Hannibal directive on the football field, you know? I just spat my dinner out. Thank you, Bilderberg. That is the greatest compliment any joke can have. It temporarily denied you sustenance. That's how extreme a bodily response you had, and I appreciate that, thank you. Where was I anyway? Your hockey fights. Oh, dancing. He's dancing. Oh, and skews his shot wide. Who was that? Bob again. The Gambian legend. Or granddad, son of a Gambian, whatever. Who was just dancing around him. Well, like they weren't there. Oh, actually, no, that wasn't. No, that wasn't Bob. That was Noosa. Apologies. I think I just did a racism. I saw a slightly brown-looking lad, and I went, "Oh, that's Bob. Yeah, that's him." Not good. Are Norway officially Hamas yet? I think so. I think they have definitely. We are going to have to start searching for tunnels underneath Norway, I think. It's the only answer. Yeah, they have wine shooting out of their nose. True. True. What was I going to say? Yeah, hockey fights. Right. So, not only do the rules make sense for it, and you allow for it, but people will say that like it's bad for kids, right? It's a bad example to set for kids. It's not, because again, as I explained at the beginning of my rant about fucking 10 minutes ago now, as the the clock goes, sometimes there are situations where you have to stand up for yourself, right? And so it's the example it sets to kids is the example that parents allow it to set. A half-decent parent can use a hockey fight as a teachable lesson, right? And say, and explain it and put it in its context and say, violence isn't the first thing you go to, right? You sit down and you try and talk about the situation, or you try and do it normally. But sometimes there are situations where you have to stand up for yourself. And I remember my dad always saying this: I'm not always going to be there to protect you, right? There's going to come a time when I'm not going to be there, and you're going to have to stand up for yourself. And never a truer word is spoken, of course, because of course you're going to have to stand up for yourself at times. And so a good parent can actually find that a very useful experience, as well as a bonding experience between you and the kid watching a game of hockey, right? So like so much in life, we shouldn't pander to shit parents. We should put the opportunity out there for good parents to do their thing and deal with shit parenting in a different way. Yeah. Don't trolls originally come from Norway? Maybe. I think that's a very rude way of describing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He was a bit short, but I wouldn't call him a troll. It's outrageous. Penalty box is also teaching conflict resolution skills. Exactly. They have a fight and then they have 5 minutes to calm the fuck down. Because everyone calms down after 5 minutes. You're not still fucking... Like, you couldn't rage for that long. You'd have a fucking heart attack and keel over. Free kick to Norway. Swung in. Bit of a waste. Recycled, though. Okay. Put back in. Headed out. Anyway. He was a fucking super sub, absolutely. Duce Gang came from Norway. I thought he came from a basement. He was one of my favourite trolls. Because you knew what he was trying to say, but he said it in such a needlessly aggressive and sort of staccato way that it was just funny. Like, a death threat from him was just, like, really, really fucking hilarious. You can't take that seriously, you know? When every other word is bitch or bastard or fucking, like, it's just brilliant. Honestly, I hope Duce Gang is doing well and has sought the medical assistance that they fucking required. He hasn't come back since I told him he admitted to necrophilia. True. Israel are bringing on a couple of subs. I don't know if they were meant to be in the subs chairs or whether they stole the chairs on the subs bench from people who were rightly there in the first place. But either way, there are substitutions coming on. I just heard that Ian Watkins has been killed in prison. Yep. Good riddance to bad scum. I'm watching the game on somewhere with a lot of Nazis in chat, and some 4chan troll came in with LGBT pride, trans pride, Indian flag emojis in the name, and now they're all fighting. They're very easy to wind up. For all of their like, oh, were you triggered, bro? Were you triggered? Stuff. They are the most easily triggered snowflakes on Earth. They're the kind of people who sit there in their couch raging about the fact that there's a black guy in a fucking advert. Ah, there's an interracial couple in a fucking potato chip advert. Oh, across the back post. Is that in? Yes. Is that the hat trick? Is that a Haaland hattie? Fuck yes, lad. Go on. Ka-chung! Come on, Norway. Fuck yes. That's what I'm talking about. Again, getting width on the ball. It's a fucking belter of a cross. And then, yeah. Headed in beautifully. He's missed the same penalty twice and ended up with a fucking hat-trick. Amazing stuff. You gotta love it, chat. You gotta love it. 5 fucking nil, and there's still half hour left. Or 20 minutes, whatever. Fucking beautiful. 2 goals away from 7 goals of terror in October. True! So close to October 7th. If they put 7 goals in, this is honestly... This is the most anti-Semitism that's ever existed. It's like anti-Semitism plus. Super anti-Semitism. If Norway scores 6 goals, their centre will give Kevin a hand. True. Why not? Fuck it. I doubt they'll put up 10 at this rate, but yeah. Israel do look like tiring. Who scored the 5th goal? Erling Haaland. As always. Haaland will probably win the Golden Shoe. Probably, yeah. I mean, he scored, was it 5 against Moldova or some shit? 3 in this game? Jesus Christ. He could break fucking Healy's record at this rate. Hey Kev, I hope you're well. You looking forward to the NBA season? Fuck yes, absolutely. Although my Boston Celtics are... I think this is an off year for us. Given that Jason Tatum's out injured most of the time. But I am definitely looking forward to the season. It should be a good one. I don't just watch the NBA, I write about the NBA. And that is one element I will be keeping separate from my fucking politics. Because I tried, when I first started writing about sport, I did it through my normal like main channels and all of that, and it got brigaded by politics wankers, like rightoids and stuff. So I do it under a pseudonym. There's not a lot of sport Kev doesn't watch. That is true. That is true. Nice man. Peyton Pritchard should have a good season. He really fucking should. This could be his breakout. And honestly, it's as bad as it sounds, given that he might be one of the few pluses we have this season. If he does really well, it might be worth trading. Because he's on a really fucking good contract. Which is going to be expiring in the not too distant future, and we're not going to have the cap space to fucking re-sign him. So you could get a good young player in return and picks, potentially, which helps you restock and fire up for the next season, hopefully when Tatum is fit and well again. But there I go thinking Danny Ainge is still doing his thing. Who's coming off the... Someone coming off for Norway. I'll be honest with you, given that the game is basically over as a contest, the details mean little, if anything. I bought a bag of 20 chicken nuggets and it had 25 in it. Truly the day is blessed. Dobbs in chat for Segway. Fuck yes. Dob. I don't want Israel to score even one goal. Yeah, that's true. Well, the problem is they're not going to... Like, I think Norway have got a game midweek as well. So I don't think they're going to want to, like, fly into tackles or whatever. So if Israel really want it, they could possibly get a goal. I said W's in chat, motherfuckers. And I've seen one W, and that is not enough. That is not plural. You people are incorrigible delinquents. Nice to see the... Well, let's not dehumanize people. Let's... we're better than that. It is the Israeli government who dehumanize people. We're better than that. We're above that shit. We can definitely get more likes and chat. Well, possibly, but I don't stress people about it. But you can if you wanted to. You can like the stream and hit the follow button, and there are financial options to help me out if you wanted to as well. But especially on football streams, because I'm just enjoying this. I couldn't give two fucks about it being on stream, really. Because I'd just be watching it anyway, so... And I'll be honest with you, I'd rather fucking sit here and chat with you than get fucking, you know, annoyed chatting to whatever dickhead was watching it in the pub. Although getting drunk is fun, but... The problem with pubs is it's filled with other people, and they're twats. What football team do you support? For my many and varied sins, I support... Well, firstly, I support Norway today. Fuck yes. But the actual team I support is Birmingham City Football Club, which is a painful experience. If it hits 6 goals, will Israel bomb Norway? Almost certainly. I'd be surprised if there isn't a nuclear weapon ready and raring to go as we speak. A weapon that they don't have, of course. Because they don't officially have any nuclear weapons. But, you know, if they did have, then, you know, I'm sure that there would be one ready. Is my fan a dad of... Sorry, is my fan a dad? Is my dad a fan of Birmingham City? Yes, he is. Much like dandruff and hemorrhoids, he has passed on only the most annoying fucking shite to me. Genetically and spiritually. They're going to call him Erling Hamas. That's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, no, that works. Erling Hamas. Did you know Erling Hamas literally has a copy of Mein Kampf in Norwegian? Except the words Adolf Hitler, which is written in English for some reason. Mein Kampf is in English. But the rest of it's in Norwegian. Fact. Look at that, he managed to fuck up a twice taken penalty and still come away with a hat-trick. He's a fucking monster. Honest to God. Are there any other scores? Latvia drew 2-2 with Andorra. Hungary are a goal up on Armenia. For anyone who gives a fuck. No, Israel coming forward. Can they fashion a chance? No! It's interesting how Israeli attacks don't work unless it's against, defenseless civilians. Do you condemn Haaland? Do you condemn Haaland? I think I know what Piers Morgan's talking points are going to be. Honestly, people, there are some very confused American TikTokers right now having to search who the fuck is Erling Haaland because they're getting paid $7,000 to call him anti-Semitic, having never heard of him 5 minutes ago. But they got the email from their handler, so you know. And it's $7,000. Van Jones is currently writing an absolutely epic fucking op-ed for the New York Times about how anti-Semitic Erling Haaland is. Norway has a right to defend itself. True. She does have that right. That is true. That is true. Oh, memes. From the fjord to the sea, Haaland will be free. Oh, yes! Oh, is he offside? Oh, no! Oh, it was nearly fucking 6. He put it in. It was a really nice finish, but I see he did look offside. Let's have a look. The ball's... yeah. Oh, he just needed to play it just a split second earlier. He rounded the keeper and finished, but he was offside. Thankfully, the linesman didn't do an anti-Semitism. Yeah. Haaland or Kane for Ballon d'Or? Yeah, maybe. I mean, often it depends on who wins anything, you know? Like if Kane scores the goals that gets Bayern to a Champions League final or something, you never know. If Haaland gets fucking, 30 in the league and Man City win. Plus you've got to bear in mind there's a lot of other fucking decent candidates, isn't there? I was a bit surprised Dembele won it this year. Although there weren't any massively clear winners. It's not like in previous years where it was just going to be Messi or Ronaldo, with the occasional Modric or fucking Benzema thrown in. They're still pressing really high, Norway. You got to give it to them. They're not fucking sitting back and being big old sweaty flaps about it. Although now they've got fucking well out of space there on the their left back slot. But Israel are so fucking shit they couldn't even exploit the huge amounts of space they had on the wing there. I don't know what... football's weird because you don't know what's going through their fucking heads. Like, that was the obvious pass and he somehow decided to continue to fucking dribble and get tackled. Okay. And having mentioned ice hockey earlier, it's a bit ice hockey now. Where a team will keep the puck behind the net until the opposing team send one player forward to, like, essentially disturb them, and then that creates space, and then the team can go forward. And sometimes you get like a weird stalemate where they don't do it, and so they just sort of stand still doing fuck all for 5 seconds. And that sort of happened there, where the Israelis didn't want to press, and the Norwegians were like, okay, we'll just have the ball then. Look, if you're not going to come and get it, we're 5-0 up, you pricks. Like, we're not going to knacker ourselves out. Either you press and give us some fucking space to pass in behind you, or we'll keep the ball. It kind of sucks that Israel has some good offensive talent. Well, they haven't showed it today. I know they supposedly do, but I haven't seen anything today that would impress me. Literally, I don't think they've created a chance, have they? That I can remember. They've had a couple of long-range efforts that were miles wide or over, but... Anyway, only a couple of minutes left now. Nice and easy, lads. No big stress. No big stress. Oh, and that's it. Okay. Well, there you go. Literally no added on time whatsoever. Okay. Full time. 5 fucking 0. Bezalel Smotrich. Ben Gavir. Benjamin Netanyahu. Likud. Your boys took one hell of a beating. Kunz. Anyway. Kev, what's your opinion on how much tickets are costing for the World Cup? It's a joke. It's a fucking farce. Yeah, no, the World Cup's a fucking absolute disgrace. Yeah, they're dynamic ticket pricing. And even the cheapest tickets, like, they're charging you fucking $400 and $500 to go and watch, like, a dead rubber nothing game. Fucking mental. Gail Gadot, your boys took one hell of a beating. Which I'm sure she would react to in the least dramatic way possible, because she's not a very good actor. That is true. Anyway, 5-0. Brilliant. Perfect result. Perfect result. Boom shakalaka. Hamas 5, Israel 0. Will be the headline on Fox News. Yes. I say this tentatively as I don't want to lose my job, but football is definitely being taken away from the working class. Oh, 100%. Yeah. But anyway, the boys done good. Fuck yes. No way. No way. I don't know what Norwegians sing at football, but there you go. Anyway, hair in my fucking mouth. Right. I'm going to fuck off and think about what I've done here. By which I mean I'm going to go and have a piss and probably get some food. I will wash my hands in between, don't worry. Oh. Oh yeah, I should probably raid into someone or something, shouldn't I? I would imagine. That would be potentially a useful thing to do. Who's going on YouTube? Nobody! Brilliant, okay. By which I mean the Young Turks are going, but I would rather raid into fucking Satan. Who is going on twitch.tv? By the way, thank you everyone for tuning in. I thought this would be a fun one to do. I'm going to send you over to Tina too. Go and say hello to Tina. Been a while since we've been over there. Yeah, I'll be back a bit later with some politics slop, and I'll be that should be shit, but fun, but probably a bit shit. From the Palestine to the sea, Norway will be free. The fuck am I talking about? Free Palestine. No pass around.